Okay, so you're trying to land a server job. You're looking at your resume.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to be applying for these jobs.
Exactly. You want to stand out.
You want to stand out for sure.
So how do you make your resume stand out when you're applying for a server job?
Well, you really have to focus on your skills. Anyone can just list the restaurants they've worked at.
Right. Just the basic information.
Yeah, but if you can really highlight those skills,
It shows what you can do.
yeah, it paints a picture of you in action. Like you can really handle the dinner rush.
You're not just somebody that's worked at a restaurant. You're somebody who can handle the crazy busy times. So instead of saying, I worked at a busy restaurant, you're saying, I can rock a Saturday night dinner rush, no problem.
Exactly, and still get all the orders, right?
And all the drinks.
Yeah.
And make sure everybody's happy.
Exactly.
So where can people find out more about what skills to put on their resume?
Well, Resume Genius actually has a great article all about server skills, and they even have an example of a server resume that you can download.
Really?
Yeah. Plus, they have tons of other resume examples for all kinds of jobs. It's really helpful.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So they break down the skills into two categories.
Yeah.
Hard skills and soft skills.
Right.
Let's start with hard skills, because I was looking at the list and I was kind of surprised to see sales as like a main skill.
I know a lot of people don't think of serving as sales, but it really is.
That's true.
Yeah, you're not just taking orders, you're interacting with people.
You're suggesting things.
Exactly. You're kind of guiding their choices. You're describing the specials and making them sound delicious.
You're upselling.
Exactly. You're upselling. You're suggesting appetizers, maybe a wine pairing, all those things.
So you're increasing the check average for the restaurant.
Yes. And that can actually lead to bigger tips for you as well.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So it benefits everybody.
Exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah. So sales is super important.
Okay. What other hard skills stand out to you?
Well, one that's often overlooked is physical stamina.
Okay.
And you might think, well, yeah, of course, it's a physically demanding job, but it's more than just carrying trays.
It's being on your feet all day.
Yeah, it's about maintaining that energy and positive attitude throughout a long shift.
Even when your feet are killing you.
Exactly. Even when you're exhausted, you have to keep that smile on your face and make sure the guests are having a good time.
They can tell if you're not really into it.
Exactly. They can feel that energy. So physical stamina is really important.
What else?
Knowledge of POS systems is another important one.
Okay.
Now, this doesn't mean you have to be a tech expert or anything.
Okay.
But being familiar with common restaurant POS systems,
Like, what are some examples?
like Square Toast Lightspeed, those are all popular ones.
Yeah.
And even if you haven't used a specific system, showing that you're willing to learn new technology is really valuable.
So you're adaptable. So you're not saying, oh, I only know how to use this one system.
Right. You're open to learning new things.
Yeah.
Which is important in any job, really.
Especially in restaurants where technology is always changing.
Exactly.
All right. So we've talked about some of the hard skills. Now, let's dive into the soft skills.
Yeah. Those are really important, too.
Yeah, because you could be great with the POS system. You could have amazing physical stamina. But if you can't connect with people...
Yeah, you're not going to get very far.
Exactly. It's all about the human touch.
Yeah, and one of the most crucial soft skills for servers is customer service.
Of course, customer service skills.
I mean, it seems obvious, but...
You got to have them, right?
Yeah, but it goes beyond just being polite and taking orders.
Okay.
You really want to create a positive experience for your guests.
So they want to come back.
Yeah, you want them to feel welcome and enjoy their time so much that they leave happy and tell their friends about the great service.
So those positive reviews online and all that.
Exactly. It all adds up to a thriving restaurant.
Make those connections.
Yes, make them feel valued.
Not just like another customer.
Yeah, exactly. Like you actually care about their experience.
Okay, what about interpersonal skills?
That's a big one, especially in a restaurant environment.
What does that even mean, really, in terms of being a server?
It's all about how you communicate and work with others. So your colleagues in the kitchen, the other servers, the managers, everyone.
So being a team player.
Exactly. Working together smoothly, communicating clearly, being supportive of your colleagues.
Even when it's super stressful and busy.
Exactly. You got to stay calm under pressure.
That's right. A restaurant is a team effort. Everyone has to work together. And what about problem-solving skills?
Ooh, that's another essential one for servers.
Because things go wrong.
All the time, there are mix-ups with orders, special requests. Sometimes you get a difficult customer. You got to be able to think on your feet.
And stay calm.
And find a solution quickly.
Without freaking out.
Exactly. And that's what separates the good servers from the great servers.
So you're not just reacting, you're like anticipating problems.
Yeah, exactly. You're staying one step ahead, thinking about what could go wrong and how to prevent it.
So you can keep everything running smoothly.
That's the goal.
All right, and one more flexibility.
Yeah, that's a must-have in the restaurant industry.
Because things change so quickly.
All the time, you might have to cover a different section or help out with bussing tables or even jump in behind the bar if they're slammed.
Right, like if the server called out sick or something?
Exactly. You got to be ready to jump in wherever needed.
Be a team player.
Yeah. And, the servers who are flexible, those are the ones that the managers really appreciate.
And probably your coworkers, too.
Oh, for sure.
Nobody wants to work with somebody who's like, that's not my job.
Exactly. You got to be willing to help out.
Okay, so we've talked about a bunch of hard skills and soft skills for servers and why they're both important.
Yeah.
So what's the big takeaway here for our listeners who are trying to, revamp their resumes?
I think the most important thing is to really showcase both those hard and soft skills.
Okay.
Because that's what's going to make you stand out from all the other applicants.
Right.
It shows that you're not just someone who can do the job, you're someone who can do it well, and that you're also a great person to work with.
You're reliable, you're a team player.
Exactly, and that you're going to contribute to a positive work environment.
You're not just a robot taking orders.
Right, you're a human being who can connect with people.
And handle the craziness.
Exactly, and that's what makes a great server.
All right, before we wrap up, I have a question for our listeners.
Okay.
What unique skill or experience do you have that could make your resume really memorable?
That's a good one.
Think outside the box. What makes you special?
Yeah, what sets you apart from everyone else?
Maybe you're fluent in another language, or you're a master latte artist,
Yeah, those are good ones.
or maybe you have a knack for remembering people's names and orders.
That's always impressive.
Don't be afraid to show off your personality on your resume.
Absolutely. Good luck out there, everyone.
All right, that's it for this deep dive. Thanks for listening.